Karibu sana kwenye Football Fans Clan. Hii ndio channel ya pekee hapa Kenya ambayo inaangazia tu hisia na maoni ya mashabiki wa soka. Kama wewe ni mgeni, tafadhali usisahau kusubscribe. Na pia tunakupatia shukrani zetu kwa kuendelea kutazama. Finally you are back. Yesterday after the match you just disappeared. I know it was a little bit heavy, but I know maybe now you are now composed and ready to face to face your people. Now tell us what went wrong.
My people, I'm back. Yesterday I was very disappointed and I could not even talk. But as I said, I'll address the world. If I have to talk about yesterday's match, Arsenal versus Manchester City, I want to say Manchester City won the match. They won. They deserved the win. They did very well. They did very well. They played well. They outclassed Arsenal, especially in terms of quality. In terms of possession, Arsenal and Man City were 50-50. That was okay. But now the difference was in the quality. What kind of striker do you have? They have Haaland, we have Nketiah. Who is your creative midfielder? They have De Bruyne. They still have Gundogan, who is playing deep. We have Odegaard. So what just made the difference in yesterday's match was the quality of Manchester City. They were very sharp, even towards the goal. Number two, Manchester City came into this game knowing if they win, they're going to go on top of the table. I woke up this morning a very disappointed man that we are not on top of the table. But all is not lost. All is not lost. Now I'm more than convinced. We need to rest. We don't need to be so much ahead. We need to be just 1 point ahead of Manchester City or with a goal different the way they are. Now we still have a game in hand. For those who are doubting, we still have a game in hand against Tottenham and Everton, which we will win. If we win that, we still go on top of the table. We still have a match against Manchester City in Etihad. Anything can happen. This is football. If we go there, compose ourselves, and you must remember, it's a long time since we won against Manchester City. So anytime you are playing against Manchester City, we will always try and go for a win. And if it's going to be the title decider, then we are going to Arsenal is going to Manchester City to play like a final. It will be like a final in itself, and the game is coming towards the end of I think somewhere around March, just around 4 matches towards the end of the league. So I expect that Arsenal will put in every effort that we want to win this league. So I don't rule out, like we are still league contenders. Not on top of the table, but still league contenders. Another thing that came out yesterday, we are playing almost the same squad week in, week out. We are playing the same Saka, we are playing the same Nketiah, we are playing the same Odegaard. So any clever coach will just go study how do these guys play, what is their style of play, what is their strength, and it's easy to coach your team against Arsenal. Unless what I expected from Arteta yesterday, I had expected him to start Trossard, then bring in Martinelli. At some other point, I expected like he would pull off Odegaard and bring Trossard just behind Nketiah. Another thing, you look at it like Jorginho is not ready to play for Arsenal. He's not ready. We really missed Partey. Jorginho is too slow. He's not pushing forward. He's not playing the passes forward quickly. He's not breaking it down. He's just within the box. All the time playing some short passes, no line-breaking passes. So it was just a mess, a serious mess. I think, as we had said, with the more Elneny going for having an injury and the Partey not being fit for yesterday's match, it's a serious thing. But bottom line, we need Jesus back fit, and we need Partey back fit, because Jesus pushes the team. I think we've overplayed Nketiah. He has done well. He's a beast, and he's going to be a beast. But now he will still have to compete with Balogun if he comes back. So Arsenal has a chance. But now we have to try and change what we do. Let's have more players. Let's have more rotation. Because you look at Man City, they are rotating every other game. You look at us, we are playing the same squad, which is going to be very difficult for us going forward, because any coach knows what kind of players we have. They know Saka, you minus Saka, Arsenal is not there. You press down Partey, Arsenal is not there. You close down Odegaard, Arsenal is not there. So we just need a squad. We just need a lot of rotation in that squad so that, or we change tact. We change how we play. We change our style of play. We change some few things here and there. Yeah.
Other teams are now confident facing Arsenal. Are you now worried maybe you might not do well going forward?
It's a worrying trend. It's really a worrying trend. And I think Arteta needs to find a way out. He needs to find chemistry out of this. Because if that's going to be the situation, it's going to be dangerous for us. Number two, you look at it this way. I've been looking into the past few seasons. We always struggle around December and January, and February. So it is a bad month for us, but I'm hoping that we will do our work properly so that we come back against Aston Villa and go back to winning ways. If we go back to winning ways this early, and then we can talk about the league. If we can't win against Aston Villa, it's going to be difficult for us. We only need to do, Arsenal needs to do their job, win their matches, wait for Manchester City. If they win, it's going to be difficult. But now you know Manchester City. There's a season where Liverpool had left them with almost 12 points. And they came, they recovered their points, and they went ahead and won the league. So you look at the Manchester City, the mentality they were playing with yesterday, knowing that if we win this match, we're on top of the table, either with goal difference or whatever it is. If they keep that mentality, that's going to be dangerous. Maybe for us as Arsenal, now the only thing we are looking at, we want FA to charge Manchester City, deduct them points, because we have to win this thing at all costs. The charges they've been laid against them, that one must be worked out very fast so that we win this league. Yes. So there's so much that needs to be done. And I think we did a mistake. Edu and Arteta did a mistake, made a very big mistake, especially in our squad depth. We did not have the quality on the bench to take us there. You look at yesterday's match, our defense, like the first goal, what do you do as a defender? Is that how you play against Manchester City? Do you pass it back to De Bruyne to score? You look at the second goal. What was Mangales doing? Do you play a blind pass to Manchester City players? They'll always take advantage of you. The only goal I saw like it was like a goal. It was the third goal. That was a bit technical goal. But the first two goals, those were just simple, silly schoolboy mistakes that we can't keep up with them. We cannot. If we have to win the league, we cannot play that way. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Usikose kuponyeza kile kidude cha subscribe na ujue tunakupenda.